Hello, everyone. Very nice to see you. Although, well, not to see you literally, because I can't see you, but it's very nice to be here with you. My name's Eammon Dougan. I'm the principal conductor of the Jersey Chamber Orchestra and a conductor working sort of all around the world and also a singer as well. So it's a great pleasure for me to be working with you, working through some of the songs for our World War II medley. Everyone at the Music in Team Action would like to send you a big hello and thank you for all the hard work that you're putting into this. Obviously, a big project like this takes many, many people to bring it together. So we're very grateful for the partnership of Apex and working this project in partnership with the Ariole Community Choir as well, and all of the Jersey Music Service. So everyone says hello and says keep up the good work. Now, we're going to be working through two of the songs today, Kiss Me Goodnight Sergeant Major and On the Farm, or Run Rabbit Run, and just revisiting one of the songs that you did with Nikki, the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. It's quite a tongue twister, that, Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. But before we start, we'll do a little warm up, do a few exercises that I think might help, and then we'll work through the two songs, or the three songs, and then we'll sing them through with the backing track at the end. Now, I'm going to try and screen share various bits with you, so bear with me while I cope with the technology on this. If there's little moments of pause where you see me looking blankly at the screen, it's just that I'm trying to work out what I'm doing with my computer. But first things first, so if I just move the screen so I can stand up a little bit. Now then, so just give your hands a little shake, yeah, give your fingers a wriggle, move your hips around, yeah, and then just bring up to your face. Give your jaw a little rub around here. Yeah, it can get a little bit tight sometimes. Come up onto your temples. If you've been busy with your homeschooling, concentrating hard, give this a little rub across your forehead. Yeah, all down here around your eyes. Lift your eyebrows up. Get around here. Yeah, all this. Yeah, top of your lip. Yeah, my top lip doesn't move very much. I have to spend about 20 minutes a day massaging my top lip. Yes, true, true. It's not true. Okay, good. And a little tap. Right, well done. Give you a roll, shoulders, a couple of circles back. 1, 2, maybe 3. 3, there we go. Okay, good. Now, this apparatus all across here that we use when we're singing, not to get too technical, but we want it to be nice and flexible. So we're going to do a quick breathing exercise, and it's just panting like a dog, basically. 5 small breaths in and out like this. We go, yeah, like a small chihuahua, if you know what one of those is. It's just this. Okay, so I'm going to count you in. We'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll breathe in on 4, and then we pant. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, good. Well done. This time, take your hands, dig them in just under here so you can feel this working. I want to feel that there's as much in as there is out, okay? So not just, but here we go. Once again. 1, 2, 3. Good. And when you've got a pot belly like mine, you can see this coming in and out. Yeah, good. If we just think about what happens here, I take my little breathing ball here. When we breathe in, what happens? Our lungs expand with the air. So we want to feel this sense of expansion across here. Yeah, filling up so that you've got a good load of petrol in the tank. It's that kind of movement, okay? So let's feel that breath in one more time. 1, 2, 3. Good, very nice, very nice. Now, so we've got lots of that energy here. And this sense, I mentioned the chihuahua. When we sing, you want to feel that you feel like you've got an inner chihuahua. So that if you show a small dog like a chihuahua a biscuit, they get very excited about it, don't they? And they're sort of, biscuit, biscuit. Or if you show them a tennis ball or a dog lead, they get tremendously excited. And they get a little bit sort of excited like this. And this is the sensation we want to have when we're singing, this sense of internal excitement. It brings the energy into the singing. And with these songs that we're working on in this medley, it's wonderful if we can bring some of that excitement in. But we'll come to that in a little bit. So I want you to remember that phrase, inner chihuahua, okay? Your inner chihuahua. Good. Right, okay, now let's just do a little bit of singing, okay? So just starting off here. We're just going to do this, just okay, you sing with me. 1, 2, 3, and Another one. Another one. Very nice. Or at least I assume it's very nice because, of course, I can't hear you. But if you're just singing, that's a great start. Okay, good. Now, let's just change the pattern slightly, okay? So this time we're going to go ya, 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 ya. Listen once again. Ya, 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 ya. Sing it with me. 1, 2, 3. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Very nice. So we're just opening up the sound. We want a nice open R vowel. Ya, not ya. Trying to make sure that we're just letting our voices out. One of the problems with being English speakers is that we are a nation of mumblers. Yeah, we know this to be true. One only has to watch the Queen giving her speech. Wonderful, wonderful lady. I love the Queen. When she gives her Christmas Day speech, you can see that she doesn't move her mouth very much. There's this great sense of English reserve and wonderful poise, which is very much a part of her character. But it's not great for us when we're singing. We need to move our lips and our tongue. So here's a little exercise just to make ourselves move with that. We're going to say, or we're going to sing, but we'll say it first, the tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. Say it with me. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. Say it a little quicker. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. And again, the tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. And you can really feel your lips moving backwards and forwards and sideways, forward, in and out. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. And your tongue will be very active behind. Now, we're going to sing it to a little pattern that goes, the tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth, the tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth, the tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth, the tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth, the tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth, the tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth, the tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. You think you can get through that? So you're going to feel like you're really overdoing it. But actually, if I really overdo it like that, then it does look a bit ridiculous when I look at myself. But if I just speak in a normal animated fashion, it doesn't actually look ridiculous at all. You just look engaged and interested. And of course, when we're singing, that's how we have to try and look. And especially when you're singing on video, when you're submitting these songs to be part of this big virtual choir that we're making, what we don't want to see is that kind of face like that. But you need to look engaged and interested and connected with what you're singing about, because singing is all about communication. It's about telling stories, and all of these songs have got a great story behind them. So here we go. Let's try this. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. Good. How did you get on? Let's see if we can throw the accent. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. Okay, well, let's give a little bit of bite into that one. Now let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the lips and the teeth. There we go. Good. So hopefully our voices are feeling a bit active now. Let's find our inner chihuahua. Just give him a little stroke and show him a biscuit. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, good. Right, we're going to look at the second of the songs, which is called Kiss Me Goodnight, Sergeant Major. Now, bear with me while I can't say that, screen share with you. I'm going to screen share, and here comes Kiss Me Goodnight, Sergeant Major. Let's find the first part of it. Here it is. Okay, so here's the tune. So let's do it we'll do it phrase at a time, okay? So it goes, kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. Here it is once again. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. Let's try that all together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. Very good. Let's just watch the end of that phrase. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. Funny little blue note there. Listen to it once again. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. Sing it with me. And there, little under speed, a little slower. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. Going on. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you bawling, shake a leg. Good. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Sorry, I sang shake a leg. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. And show a leg is in inverted commas. So this is the Sergeant Major yelling at them to, I don't get up or work a bit faster, run a bit faster, work a bit harder, show a leg. It's the sort of thing that a Sergeant Major might have yelled at you to say, get on with it. So let's see if we can show the inverted commas when we're singing. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Let's try that. When we hear you bawling. And when we hear you bawling, show a leg. Good. Let's go from the beginning up to there. All right. Kiss me goodnight. 2, 3, 4. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. I forgot the inverted commas, didn't I? When we hear you bawling, show a leg. One more time. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Could it be better? When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Good, let's go on to the next bit of the song. Don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. Now, what do you think are the chances of the Sergeant Major bringing a nice hot cup of tea to someone in the morning? Pretty unlikely, I think. So there's a bit of irony to this. But of course, if you signed up to be part of the army, you leave your family behind and go and train and do all the drills and practices. And the Sergeant Major is the person who's kind of in charge of your life, if you like. So you're saying, please, Sergeant Major, be nice to me like my mother would have been. So bring me a nice hot cup of tea. But of course, you know really that you're not going to get one. Here we go. Let's go from Don't Forget to Wake Me. Where is it? And don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. Good, well done. I love this tune. All of these tunes have got this nice marching feel to it. So we can sort of march along with them. We're a bit under speed at the moment, but it's a good way to learn it. Okay, let's just try Don't Forget to Wake Me. Once again, see if we can get a good K on the end of wake. Don't forget to wake me in the morning. Here we go, let's go from there. It's this chord. And 1, 2, 3, and don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. Good, well done. Very nice. So when you're practicing these, if you can, practice with a mirror in front of you so that you can see how you look and see how engaged you look as well. And when you're singing, when you're practicing these, it's really important to think about the recording that you're going to make. As I said, we need to look interesting and energized. And if you look interesting and energized, you're more likely to sound interesting and energized as well. And that'll help you to sing with confidence. Because all of these songs, as I say, they're marching songs and they're to be sung with great gusto and real spirit. So when you're recording these, try and imagine yourself marching in the army, bum, bum, bum. And you wouldn't be singing it in a slightly meek and mild fashion. It would be, don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Yeah, lots of spirit. So when you're recording those, let's find that personality. Okay, good. Let's go. Let's do the first phrase once again. Maybe a little quicker. Then I'll have to stop to go up the page on the screen share, and we'll sing the second part of it, and then we'll move on to the second song. I'm just going to check my timer, see how we're doing for time. We're doing well. Okay, here we go. Here's the top of Kiss Me Goodnight. Let's go a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. There we go, very good. I forgot to move the page, so let's just do that. And we'll try Don't Forget to Wake Me in the Morning. Let's go straight from there. 1, 2, 3. Don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. Well done. Good. You can feel the nice bounce in it, can't you? Okay. Let's have a look now at the second of these two songs, commonly known as Run, Rabbit, Run. Now, I first heard this song back in the 1980s. I know, it sounds like the dark ages. There was a duo called Chaz and Dave who made a single of this. It was a song that they released in the charts, and it did really well. They were a Cockney duo, one guy on a guitar, another guy on a piano, and they did lots of these old popular songs. Maybe you could look them up on YouTube. Chaz and Dave, Run, Rabbit, Run. I'm sure you'll find it there. Okay, so this one is a little steadier. It's a little bit slower. And let's break this down as well. So we go to, and it goes a little like this. Let's just move this up a little bit. There we go. So, and it goes. On the farm, every Friday, on the farm, rabbit pie day, every Friday that ever comes along, I get up early and sing this little song. Okay, let's break that down into slightly smaller chunks. The tune at the beginning. On the farm, every Friday, on the farm. Excuse me, that's a good sign. If you're singing and you either yawn or you burp, probably means that you're breathing well. Either that or my coffee's a bit too strong. Here it is. I'm gonna have another sip. Oh, lovely. On the farm. On the farm every Friday. On the farm, it's Rabbit Friday, which is what I missed out. Here we go. On the farm. 2, 3, 4. On the farm every Friday. On the farm, it's Rabbit Pie Day. Now that's not necessarily expected. On the farm every Friday. On the farm, it's Rabbit Pie Day. Oh, have you ever had a rabbit pie? I haven't. I don't think I've ever eaten rabbit. But plenty of people did, and maybe they still do. So we need to make sure that we get that across. On the farm, it's Rabbit Pie Day. Yeah, once again, here we go. See how much you can get into that. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the farm, every Friday. On the farm, it's Rabbit Pie Day. So every Friday. Lovely. Now this little bit here. So every Friday that ever comes along. That's a little bit awkward, that. that ever comes along. Sing that with me. 3 and 4. That ever comes along. Let's just go back to so every Friday. 2, 3. So every Friday that ever comes along, I get up early and sing this little song. Well done. Let's just look at the last 2 bars. Every Friday. Let's go from, sorry, I get up early. Here we go, bar 59. Let's just do this. I get up early and sing this little song. And sing this little song. And sing this little song. Nice little tune, that. I get up early and sing this little song. Lovely. Let's try the top. Let's go from the top of this, from On the Farm. There you go. If I do it like that, you can just see it. Here we go. Let's go from On the Farm. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the farm, every Friday. On the farm, it's rabbit pie day. So every Friday, whatever comes along, I get up early and sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, 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 rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bang, 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 goes the farmer's gun. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, 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 rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the farmer his fun, fun, fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. It's fun, isn't it? It's a great tune. I love it. So from the chorus, run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run. Nice alliteration with the repeated R's. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Then when we get our bang, 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 you can really ping that out. Bang, bang, bang. So you sound onomatopoeic like a gun. Bang, 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 goes the farmer's gun. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run. Let's do the first part of that. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bang, 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 goes the farmer's gun. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Good. See if you can get the ends on the end of run. Run, run, run. Run, that last one, and give it a good ping again so that we really hear that. Now, let's go on. I'm sorry, I've not moved the screen, but here we go. Let's do the second part of this from here, letter G, okay? Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the farmer his fun, fun, fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Here we go. Let's try that second part from letter G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the farmer his fun, fun, fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Well done. Good work. Pretty simple, that. Nice, quite straightforward. So there we've got Kiss Me Goodnight, Sergeant Major, and Run, Rabbit, Run. Now what we're going to do is we're going to revisit one of the songs that you did with Nikki, if you've already done that session, the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, and I'll just skip on. Now this, I think this is probably the trickiest one of them all, partly because it goes along pretty fast. So let's remind ourselves of some of the tune. I'm not going to start at the beginning. I'm going to do one of the other verses, okay, to remind ourselves. Okay, so we're going to go in after the long break in the middle, here at letter P. He puts the boys to sleep. Now let me just sort out my music. If I move those. Put those there. Right, okay, here we go. Now, so where are we? Now, so let's break this down into sections again. He puts the boys to sleep with Boogie every night. Okay, now we're going to do it nice and slow, under speed, just to get it into our bodies. Now, in this song in particular, more than any of the others, I mean all of the others as well, but particularly in this one, the more you can engage and move your lips and your tongue, you'll find the text comes out clearer, and we'll get the story across. Where's it gone? He puts the boys to sleep with Boogie every night. Let's sing that together. Oh, 1, 2, 3. He puts the boys to sleep with Boogie every night. Good. Once again. Oh, 1, 2, 3. He puts the boys to sleep with Boogie every night. Now the next bit. And wakes them up the same way in the early bright. Let's do that. 2, 3. And wakes them up the same way in the early bright. Well done. Then going on, they clap their hands and stamp their feet. They clap their hands and stamp their feet. Do that with me once again. 1, 2, 3. They clap their hands and stamp their feet. Because they know how he plays and someone gives him a beat. Because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. See, I can't even get the words right and I'm looking straight at it. Let's just look at that phrase from the end of 254. Because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. Yeah, so they're clapping their hands and stamping their feet to encourage him to play because they love the way he plays. Because they know how he plays. Because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. Well done. What does he do? He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Let's just look at that from he really breaks it up. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. I love that. Boogie woogie bugle boy. Boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. I think that's really fun to sing. Let's look at the whole of that opening from he puts the boys to sleep with Boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Good, well done. All sounding familiar? Well done. Okay, now let's have a look at this little chorusy bit here from Root Toot. And a 2, 3, 4. Root Toot, toodly doodle toot. He blows at 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. Okay, well done. Just over a slightly awkward page turn here. So let's just break that down from Root Toot. Okay. Oh, I've just had an email from Veronique at Music in Action. It's just popped up on my screen there. Here we go. Let's try this. A 2, 3, 4. Root Toot, toodly doodle toot. It's quite low, that, isn't it? So the more we can use the words toodly doodle toot, root toot, toodly doodle toot. He blows it 8 to the bar. And that bit, he blows it 8 to the bar. So even if you find the toodly doodle toot a little low, make sure you come in with renewed energy. He blows it 8 to the bar. Sing that with me. 1, 2, 3. He blows it 8 to the bar. Okay, let's try it together from Root Toot. 1, 2, 3, 4. A root toot, toodly doodle toot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm. Nice, there, that first bar of this next page. In boogie rhythm. Feel that little click at the start of it. In boogie rhythm. And again, and in boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. Good, well done. Let's do from he can't play a note. He can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. Let's do it once again. 1, 2, 3. He can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. 1, 2, 3. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie. Sorry. Let's go from and the company jumps. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. There we go. That last bit. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Let's do and the company jump. See if I can get it right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Okay, well done. Lots of words, and it's quite a bit quicker than this, isn't it? So let's go back to he puts the boys to sleep with Boogie every night. We'll go a little bit faster, and then what we're going to do, I'm going to share the we'll go back to the tracks, and we'll do it with the backing tracks with the words, and we can sing it along together. Okay. Right, here we go. He puts the boys to sleep with Boogie every night. Okay, here we go. And I'll try and move the screen at the same time. Multitasking. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. He puts the boys to sleep with Boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up. When he plays reveille, he's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. A root, toot, toodly doodle toot. He plays it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. 1, 2, 3, and the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Great, well done, good. Now, if we go back and just look at the words for the first verse, or the first, it's the first verse, isn't it? Or 2 verses, really, actually. Let's just go through the words here. Let's sing this together, okay? Just nice and steady as a little refresher for our memory, and then we'll do it with the backing track in just a moment, okay? So I've just started out, he was a famous trumpet man. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'll count myself in. 1, 2, 3. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. Once again. 1, 2, 3. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man of his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. Well done, folks. You're doing fantastically, I'm sure. Let's just look at that bit. Here we go. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. Let's sing that together once again. 1, 2, 3. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. Well done. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. And let's have a look at this next bit. They make him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. A root, toot, toodly doodle toot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless a bass and guitar is playing with him. 1, 2, 3. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of company B. And And that's when we get to our nice break in the middle, the little jazz break to give us a breather. Oh, lots of words there. Yeah, good. Okay, well done, folks. Let's just look at the time. Oh yeah, need to crack on. So now I'm going to stop this screen share. And there I am. And now I'm going to try and find the backing track, and we'll do, we'll sing it together, okay? So little edit there while I just deal with a small technical issue. So we're going to sing through the two songs, Kiss Me Goodnight, Sergeant Major, and Run Rabbit Run, and then we'll skip on and sing through Bugle Boy. We're going to use the backing track, which has got the words up on the screen so you can see those. Now, lots of personality, lots of character when you're singing through, and lots of activity with the lips and the teeth, okay, to get that text across so we can tell the stories. Here come the words on the screen share. Here they are. You've got a little intro from the end of the first song, and then it's into Kiss Me Goodnight, Sergeant Major. Okay, here we go. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. On the farm, every Friday, on the farm, it's rabbit pie day. So every Friday that ever comes along, I get up early and sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, 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 rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bang, 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 goes the farmer's gun. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, 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 rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the farmer his fun, fun, fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Well done, very good. Now let's just skip on to Bugle Boy. And this little clip starts just where the Boogie Woogie bass line starts, so just before you begin. Okay, here we go. So this is 4 bars, or three and a half bars before you come in. 1, 2. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man of his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Root, toot, tiddly doodle toot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. You have to have a boogie during this bit. A 1, 2, 3. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Root, toot, toodly doodle toot. He blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't play a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Yeah. Big jazz hands at the end. Okay, very good. Well done, everybody. Super. Oh, let's just stop that. And stop that. There we go. Great. Well done. Fantastic work. So keep practicing with those. See if you can get the words really under your tongue, as we say. Perhaps it's an idea to maybe recite the text in rhythm, okay, rather than singing it. So you could say something like, he was a famous trumpet man. He was, I'll try that one again. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. And then you can do it a little bit quicker. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. And then a little quicker. One. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play, and so on and so forth. So it's just like training for a marathon, really, or a sprint. You've got to build up your stamina, build up your speed, build up your technique. So keep this working. Lots of teeth and lips moving, and lots of energy. Your inner chihuahua wagging his tail all the time. Great work. Well done. Keep practicing, and I'll see you for another one of these very soon. Well done. Bye for now.